It's April the 9th, 1969, and Concorde 002 is ready for her maiden flight from BAC's airfield at Filton. As in Concorde 001, no passenger seats, but 12 tons of flight test equipment. Today, the six-man crew was led by Brian Trubshaw, Director and General Manager, Flight Operations, BAC Filton, together with his co-pilot, John Cochrane. Of thousands of people concerned with the production of 002, few have awaited this moment more eagerly than those whose job it is to finally prove the aircraft in the air, the flight test crew. Already, the 13 men of the flight test team have shared many months of training and preparation for testing Concordes in flight.
Concorde 002, taxi. Concorde 002, taxi, runway 28.
For this first flight, Concorde 002 carried 53,000 pounds of fuel, giving an all-up weight of 240,000 pounds.
Concorde 002 is clear to line up. Concorde 002 is clear takeoff, and good luck, gentlemen.
Fingers crossed. Il roule. Nous croisons les doigts. Full power and reheat.
At this point, Brian Trubshaw decided to turn a high-speed taxi run into a first flight.
Hey! So obviously the ASI is all right. Merveilleux! Bon décollage! Right. Beautiful takeoff. Climbing steeply. Well, you can see it all. We're only watching it on the television screens. Anything that comes from the from Trubby during flight, reheat's still on, I can see. 2,000 feet he plans to cut reheat.
Concorde 002, fair for technique, roger, understand, under Bryce Norton control. Fairford technique, roger.
Concorde 002, this is Fairford, talk down at turn left 10 degrees, heading 280.
Concorde 02, you're clear to land from this approach.
After a 22-minute flight, Concorde 002 landed safely at the Royal Air Force Airfield at Fairford in Gloucestershire, the British base for Concorde flight operations. Future test work for Concorde will now fall into two well-defined categories: development and certification. After years of careful study and dedicated attention to detail, here was another thrilling and rewarding climax for the thousands of men and women working in the factories of British Aircraft Corporation and Sud Aviation, in the knowledge that the British-built Concorde flew just 5 weeks after her sister 001, and that two Concordes are now flying. As a salute to 002, the RAF's red arrows flew past in formation. Brian Trubshaw said the flight was cool, calm and collected, and that the crew enjoyed it immensely. Now came an ordeal for the flight test crew, facing the mass of journalists, newsreel cameras, television cameras and press photographers.
We had a terribly good flight. Needless to say, you always have a good first flight, but this one really was good.
The usual press conference took place at Barnwell Hall, Filton. And here, a nice touch. Trubshaw and his crew were presented with a cream cake given by world-famous aviator Sheila Scott. As Concorde 002 is being towed to the hangar to be prepared for her next flight, let's quote Raymond Baxter's concluding comments on BBC TV. All they want now is to forget the ballyhoo and be allowed to get on with the real job of work, proving Concorde as an aeroplane, as a step to getting it into airline service.